Good morning and welcome to the week before spring break. Ah, let's have a little fun this week and still learn a few things. Should be a fairly creative assignment in charts and graphs. Now, also due Wednesday is I think it's due Wednesday for me to approve your story idea. Um, and that would be so that way I can look at it and you can start um thinking about it in spring break. Yeah, right. But you'll have that option. So we'll look at your story ideas, and I'll probably even record them for you, just so you can share them, and so you have an idea. And then we have next week off, and then we can get going on the project. Anyway, this week it's charts and graphs. So really, charts and graphs are a kind of visual. Charts and graphs are visual reporting. You are taking information and presenting it to an audience. And I know most of you aren't interested in reporting or journalism, but you are reporting to customers if you're in marketing, or another business if you're in business to business, or another audience if you're in science. Whatever you're doing, you are reporting, you're taking information and presenting it to an audience. Print and online petition, yeah, everything we do, print and online, it is a visual form of communication. The internet, certainly TikTok and Instagram, they are visual reporting. Visuals add emotion and information, they give you the personality, and they attract viewers. See, what most important ones are what we're doing, things that you can put in for this assignment for your for the class project. Photos, don't be afraid to make them large. Maps, if you're doing a restaurant or a museum, show us where they are. Locator maps. Videos, that's really, you insert a video, it is, and you could do that when we do the online version, it is a visual object. Typography, your type is a visual. Links, illustrations, drawing, they are all, broadly speaking, visuals. Graphs, we will do that. This is this week's assignment. Graphs, timelines, how-to, charts, and tables. Anything with numbers. Tables organize information. Charts, bar charts show amounts. Pie charts are part of a whole. A line or fever chart is how things change over time. Bad visuals. This is stuff we don't see. Out of focus pictures. Distracting elements. Lineups of people in a row. Person at the desk. Use a headshot instead of a lineup of friends, or or the person at the desk, or a person on the phone. Empty graphic, usually a picture or a symbol with nothing to do with it. Visuals that don't relate to your topic, think about that for the project. Environmental fallacy, elements that don't really relate. Car accidents and distance from home aren't really related. You know what I mean? Most car accidents happen a short distance from home. Why is that? Is it because we're more distracted away from home? Is it people are more dangerous and they don't care? No, we're close to home more often than we're far away from home, so you have more chance of there being an accident. Simple as that. Distortions of scale. You could make, for this week's project of tuition, you can make tuition look huge, you can make it look small. make it look what you consider accurate. Planning. Plan out what you're going to do for the magazine assignment. Think of the pictures you're going to take. Think of the maps you might use or other illustrations. If you do a restaurant, maybe the menu. Gather as part of your notes as you write down some, and yes, you do need to talk to somebody and write a story. Get more information than you'll need, always a good idea. So then you have a choice, and kind of visualize what your page is going to look like before you start. Simple stuff, visuals and type. Have a dominant element. Not everybody's doing that. It could be a headline, could be a picture. Keep the text together. A lot of people not doing that. Keep the text in one block. Don't jump it all over the place. Yeah, have your type wrap around your elements, if anything. Keep labels, captions, and other things readable and consistent. Use the same use the same font for visuals. Make sure they add from to the story and help out your presentation and not detract from it. Don't have this big wild picture or chart or graph that's everything that people see. Have the whole package work together. Okay, let's go to the next thing. Come on. This mouse. Mouse. Okay. Let's go down. Wow, we've done a lot in this class already. Okay, let's look at a little closer look at charts and graphs, this week's assignment. Before you begin, what charts or graphs do you need to tell the story? Get an idea of what you really want to say altogether. What things are in the text that are better used with a picture or a chart? What data do you need? How much time and space? What's the point? Don't put something in just to do it. Edit carefully. Convert, simplify. See all sorts of nice, simple charts and graphs. Okay, bad chart. You can't figure out what's going on here. Look at all of this. How make it better? Split it into a couple of different things or use another form. See, better. Except how to lie with statistics. You notice spending, the numbers are really aren't that much different. This is $600 difference. Not much of a huge difference. The difference is maybe 30%, not even 30%, maybe 20%. But look, it makes that look like spending has gone down a real lot. It's only gone down a little. So that's one of those differences in scale. Label clearly and have some fun. I want you to have some fun with this. Okay, different kinds of charts. Sidebars, this is fun. Think of this for your project. Facts, Q&As, bio, public opinions, ratings, polls, lists, timelines, glossary of terms, fever chart, common one, step-by-step guide, checklist. If you're going to go to someplace, if you're going to go to a hike, here's a good thing to have. Bar chart, diagrams, a quiz, a pie chart, or a map. That's lots of them. See, here's all sorts of different things that you can do for your project that's better as a chart. Little fast facts. Explain one thing to talk about rats. Here is all about everything you ever want to know about rats. Better in a chart. little boxes. If the owner of a restaurant or an artist is featured, look at those. Maps are good. Lists, that could be like a menu. There's all sorts of good stuff that you could do visually much better than in words. Checklists, step-by-step guides. One of my favorite of all times, how to resuscitate a lizard if your lizard is in trouble. There you go, mouth to mouth. How to make a wreath, how to hit a baseball. Here's a nice one, explanation of how a drilling rig works. Well, this is fun, parts of $1. Ever think about that? This is fun. Diagrams, well, this is the last Pope, current guy, still wears the same outfit. Oh, I have a turkey, yes, all about turkeys, everything you want, maps, and not just, not just a map. Show where something happens. One of my favorite ones is a map of campus for the police report, and it shows where all the incidents occurs. So you know where the bad neighborhoods are or where the bad traffic is. Packages, all sorts of different things. Everything you ever wanted to know about a walleye. Just some ideas. Because our assignment this week, and again, those ideas is for the project. Anyway, your story ideas. Think about that for the project. Local culture, we're calling it. Pick a restaurant or bar that's significant, or a museum, and the same thing for, it has to represent special for the Chattanooga area. Same thing for something artistic. Anything, it has to be special. Be due Wednesday, so I can get it back to you Thursday, so you can think about it for spring break. And that will be that. So think about all the visuals you can plan out as you think about your project idea. And this week's assignment is use a chart or graph, make it up from anything you want. Certainly, you can get a spreadsheet and it'll draw it for you, and then you can label it. I don't mind. That's the easy way. You can be more creative by using InDesign or Photoshop. Come up with some ideas. I want you to be creative. So that's this week's project. How much does it cost? It is vague on purpose. If someone asked you, how much does it cost to go here? How would you answer that? You tell me. Chart, graph, illustration, or mix to tell us visually. May use a combination of or any other programs. Export as a PDF, always. Ta-da. So think about that this week. Have some fun with it. Give me your story idea in the next 2 days. And I'll probably on Thursday morning do a little recording of what you're doing. So just to give you an idea. Anyway, enjoy, have fun with charts and graphs, and have a great spring break. Stop.